Hello and welcome to the stream. So I apologize for the ending of the last one. So apparently my computer just, or my stream just, like, the data wasn't being sent. Apparently I didn't notice that for an entire hour, so it kind of just ends weirdly and unexpectedly. But in the meantime, that hour that I didn't notice, I guess I can show you. I got Swampert marched off a little bit further, not too much further. We were maybe like at the beginning of this bar on the bottom here. Now we're like, almost halfway or whatever. But you can see how close we are to the next level and all that. So that's what we'll be doing today. Obviously, just keep going. We'll try to finish it up probably in the next couple hours, I imagine. It's probably not gonna take that long. In the meantime, I'm probably going to just do what I did before. I mean, let's see. Both of those are gone, so okay, so it's just tackle right now. Okay, so yeah, so what I did like towards the end of the night, where I was just gonna have like the AI talking and also balance that out with the other thing. I'm trying to do this. I guess I could tell you a little bit about what's happened since the last video, because not really much has happened. I went to bed. But other than going to bed, what else happened? Not again. Yeah. After that, I just finished the low-tad video. Stop missing! You can't miss! Let's get through. There you go. I need to get this done as soon as possible so I can focus on making videos today. Because I have so much to do today. Decided that I'm not gonna do anything that I think I'm gonna feature in the video. I'm gonna go about where we ended, even though I'm missing probably a bunch of like the article or whatever. Yeah, so yeah. If I have anything that I reveal in the TV show or plan to reveal in the TV show, I won't have her say it, unless it's like something like a detail about like a house or something. That's where we actually ended, was the Vane house. That's where I ended, but we're still back on W Corp is where you guys ended, so yeah, so we'll let the AI read this. Stop. Guess it's not working. Let me make sure that works. Recalibrate that to work. Okay, does that work now? Back on again? Let's try turning that back on. That didn't work. Boy, okay, properties. Choose a different source, bring it back. Oh no, because it was set on the wrong one, right. Sorry. So, okay, place. So close that window, right?
Between January 1st and April 30th, 1361, James and Elizabeth had Theodore Ambrosius too. Around the same time, Elizabeth semi-retired from being a wand builder. In 1371 or 1372.
Obviously, I'm a lot more awake today. Although not that much more awake. I mean, like, I only got like 6 hours of sleep. I was really wanting to get this done. But yeah, last night it sucked that like it just didn't work. Like I had no data sending through, and I think I know something went wrong with my internet, so I just had to stop and resume today. Oh well. a lot to record because I have to record everything for the winter break session of this. But anyway, so spoilers. That's after the thing. Okay.
Realizing that none of the presidents were invincible, James amended the spouse-successor rule, which states, using the current translation, if the current president is to die before the birth of the next successor, then the spouse becomes president until he or she has another child and the child is of age to take over the company. In 1377, James started training Theodore Ambrosius II to succeed him as president. In 1379, Elizabeth returned to being a full-time wand builder. In 1381, Theodore Ambrosius II married.
Redacted.
Which meant that she was additionally trained to be president. In 1561, James retired as president, making Theodore president. James then became the employee resources manager while he began his training to become the next CEO. Around the same time, Elizabeth retired as a wand builder. During Theodore's presidency, he distinguished the wand designs to correspond to each species that wield them. In 1597, Theodore began training his oldest son, Will Ambrosius, to succeed him as president. In 1601, Will married Marian Ambrosius, which meant that she was also trained to be president. In 1721, William retired as CEO, making James CEO. In 1781, Theodore retired as president, making Will president. Theodore then became the employee resources manager while he began his training to become the next CEO. In 1817, Will began training his son, Jim Ambrosius, to succeed him as president. In 1819, Jim graduated from
Redacted.
Shortly after, Will made him the assistant manager. In 1821, Jim married June Ambrosius, which meant that she was trained to be president.
Yeah, that's her last
In
name.
1901, Will took the penalization of his younger brother.
Oh, brother. Yeah, penalization. Yeah, that's one of those words that I probably should change. Anyway, redacted. Brother redacted.
From the High Council, effectively making Will retire. This retirement brought up a predicament as James disbelieved that Jim was ready to take over. He was supposed to have a century of training left before he succeeded Will. Since Marian knows how to run the company, James decided she'd take over as acting president while she went into overdrive to train Jim and June. In 1911, Jim took over as president. In 1941, James retired, making Theodore CEO. Around the same time, Marian became the employee resources manager while she commenced training to be the CEO.
Yeah. Fancy words I shouldn't be using. Products. Product subsection.
The primary product of W Corp is the wand. There are two main types of wands, fairy wands and wizard wands. Other than this, they also make the magical tablet, which acts similar to a wand but in the form of a tablet computer.
Services. Sorry.
All kinds of wishes are processed at W Corp. Some examples include birthday wishes, wishing well wishes, wishing fountain wishes, shooting star wishes, and Christmas wishes. Regarding Christmas wishes, this is conventionally dealt with in November and December. The process for letters to Santa is that the letters go through stations around the mortal realm in towns called Santa Claus. They then go through a portal to W Port, where they are processed and sent back through portals to Santa's workshop, where Santa Claus and his elves fulfill the physical requests.
Competitors, Bad Luck Corporation.
At first glance, the Bad Luck Corporation, which specializes in bringing bad luck to people, may not seem like a competitor to W Corp. However, the feud between the two families and the company's different ideals make them competitors. The Bad Luck Corporation is more a competitor in the field of wishing rather than products.
Yes. Madam Naysayer's company.
Unlike the Bad Luck Corporation, Madam Naysayer's company is more a competitor in the field of products than wishes. Madam Naysayer's company sells every magical product that is not wands or magical tablets.
Okay. This is okay. Move on to Violet Vein, Timeline 4. Okay.
Violet Vein is Burgundy Vein's younger sister, who infrequently appears in
Television show.
This version of Violet emanates from Timeline 4. Her only known counterparts are Timeline 1 Violet Vein, Timeline 2 Violet, and Timeline 3 Violet Vein.
Okay.
Violet is a brunette, Caucasian girl. At the start of the series, she might be 5 years old. If she is, this will last until sometime in Season 1, when she becomes 6 years old, which will be true until...
Spoilers. Spoiler name episode.
But only if that episode occurs before she would turn 7 years old. If it does not, she will be that age until she turns 7 sometime in the second half of Season 2. She will then be this age until...
The name of the episode.
She might also be this age in the Season 3 or 4 Timeline 1 episode. If not, she will be 7 or 8 years old in that episode. Another age that Violet appears is a few months old.
Yep.
Violet's hair is either in pigtails or a ponytail. It is additionally possible that this varies from episode to
It's also
episode.
possible.
When participating in Unicorn Scouts or associated activities, she wears her Unicorn Scouts uniform.
Okay, I need to word it differently.
Violet
Say
has a
cat, oh, yeah.
reputation for being annoying, mainly to Burgundy. Violet often acts nice when Mr. and Mrs. Vane are around but mean when they are not. While Violet does not always like Unicorn Scouts, she excels at the activities and sometimes finds it fun. One of her big complaints is the uniform, which she finds uncomfortable to wear.
Okay.
Violet has a frenemy of sorts, albeit more an enemy than a friend. With Bethany G, the two often compete in the things that the girls must do at Unicorn Scouts. Violet loves the family cat.
Redacted.
More than most humanoid residents. Violet often showers.
Alright, I forgot the line. Redacted, but it does sound like I'm just saying that she showers a lot. No.
In love, mainly because Violet has had.
Redacted.
In her life since Violet was a few months old, so she does not know a life without.
Redacted. Spoilers. Let me see. Okay.
Violet was created to be Burgundy's sister. Dylan Kelly wanted to have one of the primary children have a sibling, and Burgundy was the best fit. Violet's first name emanates from Violet and Burgundy being colors close together on the color spectrum. October 10th, 2020, or a few days before, Kelly played around with AI Dungeon when it gave him the name Violet Vane. Kelly liked the name, so he chose it for Violet and her family. Violet's relationship with Burgundy emanates from the stereotypical sibling rivalry relationship.
Okay, biography, free series. I guess, I don't know, should I? It's not actually, I'll just explain it, but it's not actually supposed to be that. Okay, that's fair.
Violet Vane was born the second of two children, both girls, to an unnamed Mr. and Mrs. Vane between April 20th and 30th, 2034, in capital city, Midster, Magical Realm. On September 6th, 2039, Violet began attending Spelementary School. During this year, she was given her training wand. In 2039 or 2040, before June, Violet began attending Unicorn Scouts. Here, she became enemies with Bethany G.
So, you know, it said Spelementary School, so those of you familiar with the Fairly Odd Parents might recognize that name. It's the name of a school in that series, but I'm just using it as a tentative name, or not a tentative, like an unofficial name for it, because the basic concept is the same as Spelementary School, where it's like a elementary school where it's magical or whatever. That's the idea. But that's not the actual name. I'm not using it. But Hartman, please don't sue me. You know, like, I'm not using that name. It's never gonna actually officially be its name. But yeah, yeah, so now we're gonna check this. We're gonna check Pokemon, we're gonna save. We're gonna see how close we are. Apparently we didn't make it to this level. I just feel like I didn't get it anywhere. Okay. I feel like I hardly went anywhere, but okay. 1034. Oh, because it had like half of the amount of, it had like only like a third of the amount of things I would have done, yeah. Alright. So save the state. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're gonna get it to level 35 here in a bit. But yeah. Anyway, let's keep going. So series we're skipping, post series we're skipping, family.
Burgundy Vane, Violet's older sister. The older daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Vane. Mr. Vane, the father of Violet and Burgundy. Mrs. Vane's husband. Mrs. Vane, the mother of Violet and Burgundy. Mr. Vane's wife.
So, relationships, Burgundy.
Burgundy is Violet's older sister. Initially,
Yeah, you don't know
they
what
had a
that means.
sibling rivalry, with Violet acting mean when Mr. and Mrs. Vane are not around and nice when they are. However, after her near-death experience, Violet gets closer to Burgundy, particularly after she goes through therapy to help deal with the trauma. Bethany is Violet's frenemy. They often compete against each other in Unicorn Scouts. And sometimes get into arguments.
What I can't do is, okay, let's go to Violet Vane 3. So we will read. We'll only do the paragraphs with new stuff, or partial paragraphs with new stuff, depending on how much I can actually have on
Violet Vane is Burgundy Vane's younger sister.
Okay.
This version of Violet emanates from Timeline 3. Her only known counterparts are Timeline 1 Violet Vane, Timeline 2 Violet Vane, and Timeline 4 Violet Vane.
Alright, we'll do this paragraph.
At the start of the series, she might be 5 years old. If she is, this will last until sometime in Season 1, when she becomes 6 years old. which will be true until she turns 7 sometime in the second half of season 2. She will then be this age until she turns 8 years old in the second half of season 3. She will be this age until she turns 9 years old in the second half of season 4. Other ages that Violet appears as is a few months old. And 19 years old. Violet's hair is Violet's hair is either in pigtails or a ponytail. It is also possible that this varies from episode to episode. She will likely have her hair down when she appears as an adult. When participating in Unicorn Scouts or associated activities, she wears her Unicorn Scouts uniform. In the
redacted. I have no idea the context of this, but sure.
She will be wearing a dress. She may wear 2 dresses, one before the wedding and one during the wedding.
It's not her wedding, I can show you that much. I'll tell you that much anyway. Blah, blah, blah. Cat, no. But I don't think any of that's gonna change. I don't think anything after that's gonna really change. Oh, well, no, that's spoilers. Yeah, so, yeah, nothing there. Okay, then Twilight 2, is this just gonna be, Twilight 2 might literally just be, well, it's not. Yeah, I'll just do this part, the new stuff, for this opening paragraph. This might be the only.
This version of Violet Vane emanates from Timeline 2. Her only known counterpart,
Whoops, that was a tackle.
Timeline 1 Violet Vane, Timeline 3 Violet Vane, and Timeline 4 Violet Vane.
Okay. And Timeline 1, yeah.
This version of Violet emanates from Timeline 1. Her only known counterparts are Timeline 2 Violet Vane, Timeline 3 Violet Vane, and Timeline 4 Violet Vane.
Personality, blah. Violet Hartman, a different Violet now. Jackal. Violet Hartman
is a news correspondent for Magic Action News. This version of Violet emanates from Timeline 2 and 3. Her only known counterpart is Timeline 1 Violet Hartman. Violet is a black-haired, Caucasian woman. At the start of the series, she is 75 years old.
So, right.
She will be
Reminder that this is, she's a magical human machine. They age slower. So yeah, that's not actually, she's not an old woman.
She will be at this age until sometime in the second half of season 2, where she is 76 years old. She will be at this age until sometime in the second half of season 3, where she is 77 years old. She will be at this age until sometime in the second half of season 4, where she is 78 years old. Violet almost exclusively appears in her suit. Violet is a very energetic woman. She is very incentivized by the idea of getting a good story. Her goal is to cover the best story ever. Violet is additionally very fearless, apparently being so even in the most extreme situations. Violet is known to flirt with her fellow reporter, John Tolkien.
No, I did it again. Redacted. The series premiere, where? That's all I got. That's all you get.
Violet was created to be a news reporter for Magic Action News. Dylan Kelly created her for this role as it was necessary for the scene in the series premiere, where...
Redacted.
Bridget Oshinomi from Phineas and Ferb is the foundation of her face. Trisha Tikanauer from Family Guy is the foundation of her suit. Her last name emanates from Butch Hartman, the creator of The Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, TUFF Puppy, and Bunsen is a Beast.
That's what he had created at the time. That probably needs to be updated. There's probably a couple of shows he's created since then. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. Well, okay, this thing. The second school, which I do need to redact.
Violet Hartman was born to an unknown Mr. and Mrs. Hartman between January 1st and April 1st, 1965, in capital city, Midster, Magical Realm. On September 8th, 1970, Violet began attending Spellementary School. In June 1976, she completed her Spellementary School education. On September 7th, 1976, she began attending
Redacted.
In June 1983, she graduated.
Redacted.
Shortly after, she began working for the local paper. In the 2000s, she began working for Magic Action News.
That's the series, but series ago. No, I can do this part anyway.
In 1983, Violet was hired as a reporter for the local paper. In the 2000s, she was employed by the executives at Magic Action News to be a correspondent.
Okay. Redacted.
Her co-worker is John Tolkien.
Redacted. We go to timeline 1, which I think is just gonna be. This might just be the. Okay, we'll do it, I guess.
This version of Violet emanates from Timeline 1. Her only known counterpart is Timeline -2/3 Violet Hodge. Her first appearance is the series premiere.
Premiere.
Violet is a black-haired, Caucasian woman. At the start of the series, she is 75 years old.
Redacted.
Occurs in the first half of Season 2, this will be her only age. If it occurs in the second half of Season 2, she might also be 76 years old.
Vein House. That's where we ended last time. Or where I ended last time, not where you
The Vane House is the current home of Mr. Vane, Mrs. Vane, Burgundy Vane, Violet Vane. This house is also the primary home of...
Wait, I forgot to say and Violet Vane. The primary house is redacted with...
Within the context of
Redacted. The series, I guess.
It acts as a recurring location.
Okay, there's a few, the next couple sections here, subsection, I guess. They have a lot of, footnotes, so I will read them myself. The Vane House is in Midtown, capital city. It is on Zelman Street, the same street as the Black House. It is a 2-floor house. The house may also contain a basement and a workshop. The house has a exterior. The house has a slanted roof. There is a small patio in the back of the house, which looks like the Simpsons patio from The Simpsons. The house also has a fence. Backyard.
The house has a relatively large backyard, which features a sandbox, or, at least, it did as of 2034.
Interior.
Most of the interior is wooden.
First floor, foyer.
There is a small foyer area that has wooden stairs to the second floor. To the left of the foyer is the kitchen.
Kitchen.
The kitchen is relatively small. It is tiled.
Shot.
It contains a table, a light fixture above the table, counters along the wall, one of which has a sink in it, and an oven and dishwasher in the same counter area. The kitchen withal contains a minute pantry.
Minute pantry and the cat's bowls.
There is additionally a sliding door to the side of the house. Much of the kitchen is beginning to degrade. In 2024-2025 and later 2024, the kitchen contained a high chair. The kitchen is next to the living room with no doors or doorways in between.
Living room?
In the back left of the house, there is the living room. It is next to the kitchen with no doors or doorways in between. The room is carpeted. The room contains a flat-screen television, couch, coffee table, and fireplace, among other things.
So specific. Not again. What's happening? No, don't you dare die on me again. Find out if I would have actually made it or not. In 4 hours or 8, 9, 10, 11, 3 hours. I would have had to come back today anyway. Barely. Fine. No, don't go down again. Oh, it's excellent again. Okay, cool. I don't know what's going on with that. Whatever. I'll go back to President before I get the back patio. Okay. Appease the gods, I guess.
The second floor consists of a hallway with at least 3 rooms.
Burgundy's room. I don't know if we actually got this far. It's about where I noticed, I think. It was around the second floor. Yeah, because that's when the internet started getting weird, when I had difficulty like highlighting things or whatever. So the computer got weird. Authentic illustration. Oh no, accurate illustration. That's what I meant, not authentic. It's a very real.
Burgundy's room is relatively large. The walls are burgundy or crimson, and the floor is carpeted. Parallel to the door, there is Burgundy's bed, which has burgundy sheets. The bed has its head in the direction of the door. To the left of Burgundy's bed, there is a brown nightstand, which has a red lava lamp and possibly an image of Lawrence Black on it. To the left and several feet away from the nightstand, there is Burgundy's closet. On the left wall, in the perspective of entering the room, there are two dartboards, one with an accurate drawing of Violet and one with an authentic illustration of Crystal Rose. The room may additionally contain
the cat's bed, Violet's room.
Violet's bedroom is relatively small. The floor is carpeted. Her room is either pink or light yellow. Parallel to the door is Violet's bed, which has pink sheets. The bed's head is perpendicular to the door. A few feet away from the front of the head of the bed is Violet's closet. Strewn across the floor, there are many toys, specifically ones that are stereotypically played with by young girls. One could trace the Vane house's origins back to the origin of the show, which was a story from the villain's perspective.
Yes, I've been trying to do that for years. I kind of have one that works, but it'll work.
In the story, the villains lived in a house where they would watch the heroes. When Dylan Kelly reworked the story into a fantasy story and from the hero's perspective, what would essentially be the Vane house would have been a forest moon of Endor-like living area as the story took place in a more traditional fantasy setting rather than a city. When Kelly created the city idea, the living area would have to become a house. However, unlike places like the Ambrosius House, Tooth Fairy Manor, and the Black House, which were created relatively early on in the development, this one was designed around the time of Brunswick Manor and many other buildings in Capital City. The reason for this was that for a while, there was no requirement for the house. Kelly believes that the first episode produced around the house was
episode name,
which mainly features the backyard. Albeit, it may have been the season 2 half-season premiere.
Premiere? Okay, let's see what we got.
Kelly created many of the elements of the house for plot purposes. Kelly designed the backyard for
episode. Just a great name. Sorry, you can't know what that name is though.
And the silent short episode. Kelly created the kitchen for the season 2 half-season premiere.
Episode name and episode name. Test scene, yeah. I'll talk about what that is in a second.
Kelly does recall a version of the kitchen from test scene of Burgundy and Violet, which was quite different from the final version of the kitchen. Kelly created the stairs for.
So a test scene is, it's not really a thing. It's not really even really a thing. It's sort of a thing that like, the way that some actors have test scenes with their other actors to see how they play off each other. In my mind, I sort of do the same thing with my characters sometimes, where I don't have like an official canonical scene with them, but it's really just meant to like show off the relationship between characters. So like, this was maybe like developed, like did I want them to be close sisters? Did I want them to hate each other, you know, to have a sibling rivalry? How did I want to sort of interact and react to their parents and stuff? So that's kind of how it worked out. So that's kind of how it works out, and that's, you know, I don't usually do that much these days, though. I really should. So like everything has to be canon, it seems like for me. Anyway, Oh yeah, share the stairs for an episode name. Spoilers, I guess. But, okay, whatever.
Kelly designed Burgundy's room for the season 2 half-season premiere.
Episode name.
And the third episode. Kelly created Violet's bedroom phone.
4. Sorry, I forgot to highlight the R. Episode name.
Kelly designed the living room for them.
Episode name. Wait, no, that shouldn't be the then. It should be episode name. I guess that was before I gave it a name.
And the Christmas special. Initially, the house was going to be a single floor house. However, Kelly added the second floors in.
Episode. Spoilers. So I can't do that one. So redacted.
Other than for purposes of uniqueness, this single floor idea is why the house has a slanted roof. The silent short episode is the origin of the proximity of the Vane house to the Black House. In the short episode, Burgundy leaves her backyard and marches to the Black House. Since the episode is short and Kelly does not want the audience to watch Burgundy march for several minutes, he made the two houses on the same street. Kelly based the elements of the house on his childhood home, the Simpsons house, and the childhood neighbor's house of Kelly.
Mystery.
Mr. and Mrs.
Sorry.
Mr. and Mrs. Vane purchased the house sometime before 2024. In October. Mrs. Vane gave birth to Burgundy Vane, who then became a member of the house.
Member of the house. Member of the house.
On Burgundy's 7th birthday, Mr. and Mrs. Vane gave Burgundy her wand.
Well, technically that will probably be seen in the series. It's one of those, like, big ideas you do understand that. Like, she has a wand, so she must have gotten the wand at some point, right? Commenced.
At some point in or after September 2030, Lawrence Black commenced hanging out here. Between April 20th and 30, 2034, Mrs. Vane gave birth to Violet Vane, who then became a member of the house. Between summer 2034 and spring 2036, Burgundy found a kitten named...
Not really, I don't go into too much detail about it. Redacted.
She then brought her home, and the family kept.
Redacted. So that's all future stuff, okay. That's timeline 1. That's the only Vane house I think I have. Vane family. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, Vane family, timeline 1.
The Vane family is the family of the primary female antagonist of
the series.
The first known member is Mr. Vane.
I'm not sure this I can actually reveal. Family members, Mr. Vane.
Mr. Vane is the first known member of his family and the second known member of his wife's family. Being the father of a main antagonist, he frequently appears. However, his first appearance is unknown. He is Mrs. Vane's husband and the father of Burgundy Vane and Violet Vane.
Mrs. Vane?
Mrs. Vane is the first known member of her family and the second known member of the Vane family. Being the mother of a main antagonist, she frequently appears. However, her first appearance is unknown. She is Mr. Vane's wife and the mother of Burgundy Vane and Violet Vane.
Burgundy Vane?
Burgundy Vane is the third known member of the Vane family in Mrs. Vane's family. She is also the main female antagonist of
the series until episode...
where she will only appear in flashback episodes in the season 3 or 4 timeline 1 episodes. She is the older daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Vane and Violet Vane's older sister.
Violet Vane?
Violet Vane is the fourth and latest known member of the Vane family in Mrs. Vane's family. She is a minor character in the series, with her first appearance being unknown. She is the younger daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Vane and Burgundy Vane's younger sister.
Okay, history?
Between September 8th and 30 or in early October.
Okay, that's gonna be spoilers, so we're not gonna do that one. That was a twist.
1800, Mr. Vane was born to an unknown Mr. and Mrs. Vane in capital city, Midster, Magical Realm. Between September 8th, 1800 and June 1801, a female magical human was born to unknown parents in capital city. On September 2nd, 1806, Mr. Vane and the girl began attending Spellementary School.
Oh, here. And then spoilers. Yeah. You already know the name of that one, so I'm not gonna see the name of God. I don't know. Whatever, it's fine.
In fall 1807, possibly on his 7th birthday, Mr. Vane got his wand. Around the same time, the girl got her wand. In June 1812, Mr. Vane and the girl completed their Spellementary School education. On September 8, 1812, Mr. Vane started attending the Hecate Academy of Black Magic.
Is that spoilers?
Around the same time, the girl started attending the
Redacted.
In June 1819, Mr. Vane graduated from
Hecate Academy. Sorry.
Around the same time, the girl, now a woman, graduated from
Redacted. Oh yeah.
At some point in the next few decades, Mr. Vane and the woman met and started dating.
That one's spoilers.
At some point before 2024, Mr. Vane and his girlfriend married.
Early October.
2024, Mr. and Mrs. Vane had a daughter, Burgundy Vane.
Oh, she's only 3 months old now. Oh.
On September 3rd, 2030, Burgundy began attending Spellementary School.
Spoilers? Spoilers? Question mark? Whatever.
During this school year, Burgundy got her training wand. Between spring and fall 2030 or spring 2031, Burgundy began attending Unicorn Scouts, where she formally met Crystal and became her frenemy.
Okay. That is all spoilers.
On September 2nd, 2031, Burgundy started her second year at Spellementary School. In fall 2031, Mr. and Mrs. Vane gave Burgundy her wand.
Spoilers, kind of. I guess. Let's skip it. Let's skip down.
Between April 20th and 30, 2034,
That's stuff I'm not really
Mr.
revealing in the
Mrs.
series, I guess. That's the idea.
Vane had another daughter, Violet Vane.
Oh, no more of that. I ran out of tackle before months now. Impressive. Yay! Swan left, got like 5,000 men. Like 4,000 DXP load to get, but this will take a bit of time. That's gonna take like 2 or 3. Or was that like, that's like 3 or 4, right? Okay. Spoilers! 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 Spoilers!
In June 2036, Burgundy completed her Spelementary school education.
Spoilers? There's a whole bunch of stuff you don't even know about yet, but I'll do it.
On September 2nd, 2036, Burgundy began attending the Hecate Academy. Here, she met and became frenemies with Cass Hirsch. Around this time, Lawrence built the lab at the school and installed AIMY as the mainframe of the lab's computer.
I don't know what any of that means. I'm not gonna explain any of that. Just to keep it more vague. The more vague, the better. Kind of spoilers to some degree of the first episode, but whatever.
The lab then became the primary hangout of Burgundy and Lawrence during school hours. On September 6, 2039, Burgundy began her 4th year at the Hecate Academy. Her classes were, in order, Potions class with Miss Spellman, Broom Flying class with Coach Roland, Art of Deception with Nathan Thorne, Economics class, Pet Care class, and Defense class. Around the same time, Violet began attending Spelementary school. During this school year, Violet got her training wand. Between spring 2039 and spring 2040, Violet began attending Unicorn Scouts. Here, she met and became frenemies with Bethany G.
Yeah, spoilers on serious stuff, you know, all that. Okay, yada yada, okay, cool. Then I go back, I guess, previous page, all the way to the bottom. I don't know why we're going backwards, but ooh, no, unnamed dentist is spoilers. Unnamed college is probably not going to give me much. The United States of America, what have I done for... It's probably mostly the main article, go to the Wikipedia, but... yes.
The United States of America, often shortened to United States, USA, and US, is a country that is mostly in the middle of the primary landmass of North America.
Mostly
the country consists of 50 states, which act as independent governments, but the central government of the country controls the borders. The United States is the primary location of Edensville, Brunswick, and
Redacted.
It is additionally a minor location
in the series.
It will additionally likely be mentioned in the
video game.
This version of the United States is the one from Timeline 1. Its counterparts are the Timeline 2 United States of America, Timeline 3 United States of America, and Timeline 5 United States of America.
Let's see how it reads this one, if it can.
The United States is an astronomically large country with a total of 3,796,742 square miles.
I guess I'm a big country. Awfully large. Geography.
The primary landmass is located south of Canada and north of Mexico. The bottom of Arizona, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and South Carolina, most of Texas, Mississippi, Alabama,
Mississippi?
Georgia, and
I forgot Mississippi?
and Florida are
I forgot that
south of the
Italy?
northernmost point of Mexico. The top of California, Nevada, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey, all of Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, Connecticut, Rhode Island,
Long west.
and most of Wyoming, South Dakota.
Let's go back to Rhode Island. Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, and most of Wyoming, South Dakota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and New York are located north of Canada's southwest point. Alaska is located northwest of Canada. Hawaii is located in Polynesia. Due to the size and location of the United States, there are numerous climate types.
Numerous climate types, not climate types. Economy.
The United States dollar and its fraction coins are utilized as the currency in the United States.
Inhabitants. Oh, that second one is spoilers.
Numerous
Or,
species
redacted.
inhabit the country with the primary inhabitant being humans.
Magic.
While the mortal realm does not have an incredible amount of magic, there appears to be some, notably in New England. And New Orleans, Louisiana.
Chicago. History, fictional history, New Jersey, Massachusetts, New York, Louisiana, Hawaii. Notable states, all of those. None of those things yet. Okay. Then we go to Unicorn Scouts. Yay!
Unicorn Scouts is a scout organization that is the magical realm's equivalent of the Girl Scouts. It is additionally the female equivalent of the Yeti Scouts.
Oh, the logo's so cool. Anyway.
The members of this organization wear outfits similar to those worn by Girl Scouts.
The Credo. Oh, why did I not write down the Credo? It's such a cool... I knew it once. I don't know if I even remember what the Credo is anymore. We only had like partial Credo or whatever. Anyway. History.
In 2030 or 2031, Crystal and Burgundy Vein joined the Unicorn Scouts. The two soon became frenemies. Around the same time, they got their Unicorn Scout guides. Between 2030, 2031 and 2036, Crystal and Burgundy competed to sell the most Unicorn Scout cookies.
Spoilers! That one's a spoiler, that one's a spoiler. Same summer, I'll say.
At the end of the same summer, Crystal and Burgundy left Unicorn Scouts.
It's 2036.
In 2039 or 2040, before June 1st, Bethany G and Violet Vane began Unicorn Scouts. The two soon became enemies.
Creation and development. Spoilers, I guess?
Other than the Girl Scouts, the Unicorn Scouts were predicated on the Sugar Cream Puffs from the Fairly Odd Parents, the Fireside Girls from Phineas and Ferb, and the Squirrel Scouts from Camp Laszlo. The Unicorn Scouts were created for the Season 1 to 2 summer special. Initially, the plot revolved around them and the Yeti Scouts at the summer camp. However, it expanded to feature the students of the Hecate Academy of Black Magic and
the other school.
As time went on, its role in the series got bigger as Dylan Kelly decided that a considerable part of Crystal's past would be defined by it. Referencing Isabella Garcia Shapiro from Phineas and Ferb. However, Kelly realized that unlike Isabella, who was mainly ruled by her role in the Fireside Girls, he wanted Crystal to define her path. Which is why she has heavily edited her Unicorn Scouts guide. Kelly chose the name of the group as unicorns are commonly associated with girls. It also fits the theme of a magical world.
Yes. Okay, that's it. Transmutation we already did. 230. That's not going to give me anything. Toothbrush, touchy. Okay, let's just go to Timothy Bromsworth III. I don't know how much of that I can actually do without spoilers. I think just his existence. I guess I can't actually talk really that much about it. We did the timelines already. We can't talk about that one. Third episode of the second half of season 2. I don't know how much of this I'm actually going to be able to talk about. I don't think I can actually, no episodes. I don't think I can talk about episodes. Okay, so Theodore Ambrosius. First timeline 2/3 that I can do. Okay, so everyone.
Theodore Ambrosius I is the inventor of the wand.
First.
He is also the great-great-great-great-grandfather of Theo Ambrosius. This version of Theodore is also the one from Timeline 2 and 3. His only known counterpart is Timeline 1 Theodore Ambrosius I.
Description: human/magical human.
In this form, he is a Caucasian magical human, more categorically, a wizard. He is additionally a former human. When he was younger, he had brown hair, but as he has aged, it has become grey.
Spoilers! Yeah, spoilers. Personality.
Theodore Ambrosius I was rather nice. However, this does not signify that he was always a law-abiding denizen. His most famous act of defiance was introducing magic to the humans of the magical realm. He did so as he felt that the High Council should not be the only ones to possess the power, as he believed that if everyone had power, there would be more good than bad. Theodore was additionally often loving of his family, mainly his wife. However, Theodore was capable of exhibiting some hostility. However, this was rare. Theodore also had hatred towards his former friend and eventual successor as Wizard Counselor of the High Council, as he was the one who outed Theodore for selling wands. Theodore believes that his successor did this to get his position, which he would have only been able to get if Theodore somehow died before his son was of age to take over, or he was caught transgressing the rules.
Tree.
It is unknown precisely what kind of tree Theodore is, but what is known is that, akin to virtually every tree, he has brown bark and green leaves.
Yeah. Leaves or pines or whatever.
Theodore Ambrosius. I was created to be wide. Theodore is important enough to have been passed down to Theo. Theodore, being the inventor of the wand, allowed there to be a reason why W Corp would be making wands, which was integrated into W Corp to give the family an income. Theodore was a member of the High Council to give the High Council more of a reason for hating Theo.
Yes. The whole the family as a whole, really. We're good.
Theodore Ambrosius was born to James Ambrosius I and Catherine Ambrosius between January 1st and May 30th, 891, in capital city, Midster, Magical Realm. Throughout his childhood, Theodore was raised mainly by Catherine. When Catherine felt Theodore was old enough, she took him to the Women's Intellectual Club to find an appropriate mate for Theodore. However, Catherine felt that none of the girls were worthy of marrying Theodore, so she decided that he would instead fixate on studying at the capital city public library. One day, when looking for a specific book at the library, a librarian directed Theodore towards a poorly lit room, so he had to bring a candle. In the room, after a few minutes of looking, he heard a noise and saw something. He walked towards the sound but found that it was just a wooden rolling ladder. Moments later, a girl slid down the ladder and scared him. He mentioned this to her, and she apologized. He introduced himself, and she introduced herself, saying her name is Eleanor. Soon, Eleanor taught Theodore all about books in her complex library system. At some point, when Theodore was a teenager, he began dating a girl. On the night of a Bronsworth ball, Eleanor was helping Theodore get ready. She asked him if he knew how to dance. He said that he did not, and she decided to teach him a ballroom dance. However, this took more time than planned, and the two decided to spend the night together instead.
I don't know, that's complicated.
Theodore ended up standing his girlfriend up.
Again, a lot of these things.
However, she was not distressed as, at the dance, she met the young Mr. Bronsworth, whom she soon began dating. After Theodore and his girlfriend broke up, he began dating Eleanor. In 912, Theodore and Eleanor married. In 915, the High Council found themselves in need of a wizard counselor. Both the former wizard counselor and his backup were caught for conspiring against the High Council, which resulted in him being kicked off the council. Over the next year, per the recommendation of a few members of his community, Theodore campaigned to be the new wizard counselor. In 916, the High Council hired Theodore and another man to be the wizard counselor and his backup, respectively. By accepting this position, Theodore became a magical human. Shortly after, Theodore and Eleanor moved into the High Council's living area in downtown capital city. Between January 2nd and June 1st. 921, Theodore and Eleanor had a son, William Ambrosius II, whom Theodore and Eleanor named after Theodore's paternal grandfather. Later that year, the other members of the High Council entrusted Theodore with a secret magical weapon, the staff. After this, Theodore, being inquisitive, decided to understand how it worked by reverse engineering it. He managed to do so and even designed a mini version, the wand. Soon, Theodore made a wand.
Okay.
He used it to turn his wife and son into magical humans. After this, Theodore began secretly selling the wands around town. However, Theodore's backup discovered he was doing this and reported him to the High Council, who promptly fired him and kicked him out of the living area. Soon, Theodore and Eleanor bought a house through Brunswick Realty. Around the same time, Theodore began selling the wands at a stand in town. The High Council disliked this but felt it was too late, so they made a deal with Theodore that if the High Council had control over the stand, he could continue. They also authorized Theodore full access to the staff's magic record, which they adapted to work with the wands, under the condition that he tell the High Council if anyone was misusing magic. Theodore accepted. In 928, Theodore made a unique wand for
Wait, where did
William
I...
Ambrosius II, which Theodore gave on William's birthday. In the mid-930s, William Ambrosius II began learning about running a business while also helping Theodore sell wands.
That's not my alarm. We're only doing this for 8 hours.
William Ambrosius II opened W Call, a company that made wands and granted wishes. The company replaced Theodore's stand. The deal that the High Council had with the stand transferred over to the company. Theodore then retired. Around the same time, William Ambrosius II married his fiancée. Theodore attended the wedding. Around the same time, as a wedding present, Theodore and Eleanor gave William and his wife the Ambrosius house. Because William Ambrosius II and his wife were immortal, they decided to wait until they were 220 years old to have a child, which soon became standard practice. Between March 20th and June 1st, 1141, William Ambrosius II and his wife had James Ambrosius II. In 1161, James Ambrosius II married his fiancée, Elizabeth. Theodore attended the wedding. On January 12, 1361, James Ambrosius II and Elizabeth had Theodore Ambrosius II. One night in 1371 or 1372.
Redacted. Redacted. Okay, next morning. Redacted. Redacted. Okay.
In 1381, Theodore Ambrosius II married his fiancée.
Redacted. Oh, they are all the same thing.
Theodore Ambrosius I attended the wedding. On January 15th, 1581, Theodore Ambrosius II and
Redacted.
had a son, William Ambrosius III. Between January 1st and April 30th, 1587, Theodore Ambrosius II and
Redacted. Had another son redacted.
In 1601, William Ambrosius III, now known as Wool, married his fiancée, Marion. Theodore Ambrosius I attended the wedding. On January 10, 1801, Will and Marion had a son, James Ambrosius III. In spring.
Ugh.
James Ambrosius III, now known as Jim, married his fiancée, June. Theodore Ambrosius I may have attended the wedding.
That's not right. That makes sense.
In 1891, Theodore Ambrosius I was in an inordinate amount of pain to keep living.
Too much pain.
So the Ambrosius family. Following the procedure the High Council established for when their former members became 1 millennium old, turned Theodore Ambrosius I into a tree in the capital city graveyard.
Okay, family. No, I'm just kidding. We did that right. I'm not gonna waste your time again doing the family. Occupation.
In In 916, Theodore Ambrosius I became the wizard counselor of the High Council. In 921, he invented the wand, which the High Council disrelished, so he was kicked off the High Council. He soon opened a wand stand in town. In 941, when W Corp was founded, the wand stand became redundant, so Theodore Ambrosius I closed it. As a wand salesman, the High Council was his employer. As the wizard counselor of the High Council, everyone was his employee. As a wand salesman, his only known employee was his son, William Ambrosius II.
Ships. Right. One shot. Okay, we're done with that one then. Okay, then now it's time for Theodore Ambrosius II in timeline 1. So, okay, this got a little. Theodore Ambrosius II, also known as Mr. A and 2 by Theo Ambrosius, rather,
is Theo's great-grandfather. He is also the CEO and former president of W Corp. This version of Theodore emanates from timeline 1. His only known counterparts are timeline minus 2/3 Theodore Ambrosius II and timeline 5 Theodore Ambrosius II.
Description?
Theodore is a blue-eyed, grey-haired, Caucasian wizard who looks a lot like.
Redacted?
At the start of the series, he is 679 years old, which will be true until...
Redacted.
But only if it takes place in the first half of Season 2. If not, he will be this age until sometime in the second half of Season 2, where he will be 680 years old, which will last until...
Redacted. No, that's gonna be it. Besides these ages, he also appears as 230 years old, 231 years old, 247 years old, and 540 years old.
He is taller than 5 feet 4 inches as he is taller than Theo, who is about that height. Theodore is also shorter than 6 feet 8 inches as he can fit through a standard door, which is that height. On Pi Day Eve, during the pie making dance, he wears lederhosen.
Lederhosen. Sure it's gonna get tricky.
Theodore is generally nice. He somewhat disrelishes change and is resistant to changing how the wands are made. So he has used his power as CEO of W Corp to ensure that his grandson and current president of W Corp, Jim Ambrosius, does not change the way they are made. One of the essential elements of Theodore's personality is his history as a father. Notably, he viewed his son, Will Ambrosius, as superior to his second son.
I should say first son. Well, really. Redacted.
Which was so true that Theodore's wife.
Redacted. Almost exclusively raised. Redacted.
Another essential part of Theodore's personality is his relationship with
his wife.
While the two started as young lovers and remained equals for a long time, at some point, after Theodore met his now daughter-in-law, Marion, Theodore began taking advantage of her.
His wife's helpful nature. Creation and development.
After Dylan Kelly determined that Theo would be Theodore III, he had to create the other two Theodores. Theodore Ambrosius II is one of them.
Well, I can't talk about that one. right here. One shot miss. But man, I want to get through this as fast as I can. Technically, I have quite a bit of time, but I prefer not to. I prefer to get things done sooner rather than later. Fight. Tackle. Okay, biography. Biography.
Theodore Ambrosius II was born to James Ambrosius II and Elizabeth Ambrosius on January 12, 1361, in capital city, Midster, magical realm. In 1368, James gave Theodore his wand.
No spoilers.
In 1381, Theodore
and his wife. Bye.
Darn married. Around this time, Theodore moved out of his childhood home, the Ambrosius house. In 1561, Theodore became the president of W Court. Around this time, James and Elizabeth moved out of the Ambrosius house, and Theodore and
his wife.
Moved in mid to late 1580.
His wife.
Who was pregnant, and Theodore debated on the name of their future son. Theodore wanted William Ambrosius III after his grandfather.
Tackle. Not much left. His wife wanted redacted as. Yeah, that doesn't really mean anything.
As she wanted to name her son after her inspiration. Theodore made a deal with
his wife.
That they would name their first son William Ambrosius III, and if they had a second son, they would name him
redacted.
On January 15, 1581.
Redacted.
And Theodore had a son, William Ambrosius III. In 1587.
Redacted.
And Theodore had another son.
Redacted.
In 1588, Theodore gave William, later called Will, his wand.
Let's not tag on thing.
In 1601, Theodore attended the wedding of Will and Marion. In 1781, Theodore retired as president. He then promoted Will to the president. He also gave Will and Marion the Ambrosius house, which meant that Theodore and
redacted his wife, I guess.
left the house. Around the same time, Theodore Ambrosius II became the Employee Resources Manager at W Corp. In mid-January 1801, Theodore met his...
Stop. Sorry, I made a mistake.
In mid-January 1801, Theodore met his grandson, James Ambrosius III. In spring 1821, Theodore and
His wife.
attended the wedding of James Ambrosius III, now known as Jim, and his girlfriend, June Auclair. In 1851, William Ambrosius I was transmuted into a tree, which transpires to magical humans when they become 1,000 years old. Around the same time, Robin Ambrosius was transmuted into a tree. In 1871, James Ambrosius I was transmuted into a tree. Around the same time, Catherine Ambrosius was transmuted into a tree. In 1891, Theodore Ambrosius I was transmuted into a tree. Around the same time, Eleanor Ambrosius was transmuted into a tree. In 1921, William Ambrosius II was transmuted into a tree. Around the same time, Mrs. Ambrosius was transmuted into a tree. In 1941, James Ambrosius II promoted Theodore Ambrosius II to CEO of W Corp. In summer 2024, June had a baby shower at the Ambrosius house. James Ambrosius II and Theodore Ambrosius II told Jim that they added to the Ambrosius family rules to allow Jim to take paternity leave. In late September or early October, Theodore Ambrosius II met his great-grandson, Theodore Ambrosius III.
Muslin. So, Theodore Ambrosius II then. Put us on. Spoilers. I don't know how much Theo Ambrosius we can do. We can certainly try it. Theodore Ambrosius III, more commonly known as Theo, is the main male protagonist of the series.
He is the version of Theo from Timeline 2 and 3. His only known counterparts are Timeline 1 Theo Ambrosius, Timeline 4 Theo Ambrosius, Theodore Ambrosius III, Timeline 7 Theo Ambrosius, and Timeline 8 Theo Ambrosius.
Description: Theo is a green-eyed brunette Caucasian.
Magical human, more concretely a wizard. At the commencement of the series, he is 15 years old, being this age until an unseen date between an unknown Season 2 episode. Where he will be 16 years old. He will remain at this age until early Season 3, where he will be 17 years old. He will stay at this age until early Season 4, where he will be 18 years old. Besides these ages, Theo appears as various ages younger than 15 years old. They are 3 years old.
5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old, 13 years old, and 14 years old. He also appears as an age older than 18, which is 28 years old. He has a healthy BMI. He has a healthy BMI. Not that BMI should be used for individuals, but just know that that's the idea that he's a healthy weight, I guess. I probably should just say he's a healthy weight.
Of the series, he is about 5 feet 1 inch.
Yeah, there we go. I thought so. Yeah, I forgot to change that on the
late spring,
Theo
summer,
one, on the Theodore one.
Theo
It's not
wears
5'4" anymore.
Green t-shirt and blue jeans.
This time.
In the late fall, winter, and early spring, he wears a plain, green, long-sleeve shirt and blue pants. When he swims, he wears swim trunks. When he goes to the Bronzewith Wizards Club, he wears a plain, green polo and khaki shorts. When he was 3 years old, for sleepwear, he wore green pajamas. When he was 5 or 6 years old, Theo wore lederhosen during the pie-making dance on Pie Day Eve.
Other forms? Ooh. Well, I shouldn't do that, because those are all in the series. Personality.
Theo is frequently nice, partially due to the Ambrosius family rules, which he has learned to follow. Conventionally, he is quiet, but when he is around Crystal, he feels more comfortable saying what he wants. He is very focused, primarily when working with magic. He has something of a fear of losing, most likely due to the family feud between his family and the Black family. If the threat of failing to Lawrence Black faces him, then he often endeavors to ascertain that does not transpire, even going to extremes to do so. He is very mature for his age, but can act immaturely when necessary.
Clearly.
He serves as more of the straight man to Crystal. He is proficiently adept at reading situations and adapting his attitude predicated on that reading. However, his temper is not the best, which can interfere with this ability. Unlike Crystal, he would rather have a quiet day than a wild one. While it will not often appear as most episodes will fixate on the more exhilarating days of Theo's life, Theo relishes reading. He is well known by the staff of the Capital City Public Library, partially because his great-great-great-great-grandmother, Eleanor Ambrosius, is a former head librarian there. Theo also relishes playing video games. He secretly enjoys reading comic books. The reason that this is a secret is that he believes this is too nerdy.
Oh, yeah. Roll, yada yada. Okay.
Theo was created to be an enemy of Lawrence Black, whom Dylan Kelly had not named at the time of conception. Theo was also designed to be a connection to
Redacted.
Originally, Theo was going to be a protege for
Redacted.
Theo was later
Redacted. Happy one.
nephew that became
Redacted.
grandnephew when Kelly created the school concept. Due to this connection, and since most of the main characters are of famous families, Theo would have been much wealthier. However, when Kelly created Timothy Bronsworth too, the other families became poorer in comparison. The name, Theodore, emanates from Theodore Seville in Alvin and the Chipmunks. The colour of Theo's apparel and eyes originate from the shirt that Seville wears. Theo having brunette hair originates from Marco Diaz in Star vs. the Forces of Evil, who Theo, in his latest incarnation, is loosely predicated. Theo's hair colour also emanates from Kelly's hair colour. Theo's eye colour was under some debate for a while. At one point, it was going to be blue, like Kelly's eye colour, but Kelly changed this to green because of Seville. Kelly chose the green and blue eye colour options because those are the eye colours of Kelly's parents. Kelly chose Theodore's nickname as it gives him more uniqueness, and it is shorter to say than Theodore.
Okay.
Theo is the third Theodore in his family because...
Actually, the last paragraph is a spoiler, so... No. Oh, sorry, give me a second.
Theo is the third Theodore in his family because Kelly disrelishes the stereotype that everyone with three at the end of their names are jerks. Kelly developed the idea that Theo was named after his great-great-great-great-grandfather because Kelly wanted the name to have more significance than just Theo. His introverted nature emanates from Kelly. Theo's relationship with Crystal emanates from both the relationship between Star Butterfly and Marco in Star vs. the Forces of Evil. It is also like the relationship between Lawrence and Burgundy. Theo's relationship with Timothy Bronsworth too emanates from Jimmy Neutron's relationship with Eustace Strick from The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron. Corey Genius and Timmy Turner's relationship with Remy Bucks aplenty from The Fairly Odd Parents. Theodore Ambrosius III was born to James Ambrosius III and June Ambrosius between September 23rd and 30th. (2024) in Capital City, Midster, Magical Realm.
Tackle? Yes. No spoilers. Spoilers? Spoilers! There we go. Kind of. I mean, we can do the first sentence of this one, right?
On September 3rd, 2030, Theodore started Spellementary School.
Yep.
This school year, Theo was given a training wand.
Spoilers. 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 We'll do the first sentence, I think that's fine. Spoilers there.
In September, Jim gave Theo his wand.
September 3rd, 2031. Sorry. I forgot that I skipped. Spoilers. Ow.
In June 2036, Theo completed Spelementary School. In September 2036, Theo began attending.
Oh, redacted. That's all of that I can do. Okay. Tackle. Finally, we're already done. Patient, I can't really do. But I can do the first line, I guess.
Theo will be unemployed throughout the series.
There you go. Spoilers, I guess. He doesn't get a job. Oh no. Spoilers for all that. Okay, the relationship, Lawrence.
Lawrence is Theo's archenemy.
Yeah.
Theo has quite a bit of hatred toward Lawrence. He also has a fear of losing to Lawrence.
Burgundy vein.
Burgundy is an enemy of Theo. He mainly hates her as she is the girlfriend of his archenemy and the archenemy of his best friend. Despite this hatred, if necessary, they can work together easier than with their archenemy.
What is it? Well, we're going on to timeline 1. Not much is gonna change. Some things will though.
He is the version of Theo from Timeline 1. His only known counterparts are Timeline -2/3 Theo Ambrosius, Timeline 4 Theo Ambrosius, Theodore Ambrosius 3, Timeline 7 Theo, and Timeline 8 Theo Ambrosius.
Sorry, that should have said timeline 7 Theo Ambrosius. Also, I don't know why it got cut off there. I'm gonna do that last part, I guess.
And Timeline 8 Theo Ambrosius.
There we go.
He will remain this age until
Episode.
which will be his final regular present-day appearance. He will return in Season 3 or 4, being either 17 or 18 years old.
Blah. Personality. It's gonna change. Well, it doesn't change. I don't think any of this is gonna change. It's after the series, right? After the series starts or whatever. Relationship things. Kind of crystal. I guess we're gonna maybe do crystals in this one.
Crystal is Theo's best friend. Theo gets along well with her, despite her high energy, which he sometimes dislikes. He also secretly has a crush on her, which he will reveal in
Spoilers. Redacted. Okay. It's not gonna have the spoilers. Okay. Did that one already. Ooh, that's spoilers, I guess. Because yeah, spoilers for characters that appear in the first of the series. Okay. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Talk about, no, I don't want to do that. No, no, no. No. No, 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 no. Okay, Richard Hagen. Also, why did I call him Mr. Hagen? Oh, that's probably why. I forgot that I named it. There's a lot of those that need to change. Okay, Richard Hagen. Sorry, not Hagen. Hagen. Even I'm starting to do it. No, Dylan, no. You know what it is. It's not Hagen. Richard Hagen, more commonly known as Mr. Hagen or Principal Hagen, is the principal of the Redacted. He is also, additionally, a secondary antagonist in Season 1 of the series.
This version of Mr. Hagen is the version from Timeline 1. His only known counterpart is Timeline minus 2/3 Richard Hagen.
Oh, sorry.
Mr. Hagen is a grey-haired, Caucasian wizard. While his exact age is unknown, he is between 427 and 795 years old. He is overweight. He is approximately 5 feet 8. Mr. Hagen typically wears a black suit jacket, white dress shirt, black suit pants, and a green necktie. Mr. Hagen is ordinarily quite friendly. However, when it comes to Crystal Rose, like a plethora of wizards, he dislikes her.
That's wizards. A lot of wizards, I think.
He is also very greedy and egotistical. However, this is not the case regarding his girlfriend, Miss Salem, whom he shows quite a bit of affection towards, even having a picture of her in his office. One of his fears is being fired by Mr. Saber. After deciding that the story would take place in a high school-like place, Dylan Kelly needed a way for the two main characters to end up at the bad school. Mr. Hagen was that way. At first, Kelly did not know if Mr. Hagen would be the principal or vice principal. However, soon Kelly decided that Mr. Hagen would be the principal. Mr. Hagen's last name emanates from the fact that his Moose Salem and Mr. Saber's last names spell out Salem Saberhagen, the name of the cat from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yes.
Because Hagen sounds like Reagan, this
not her pronunciation of it.
And he chose Richard after Richard Nixon. His dislike of Crystal emanates from wizards hating Crystal, and it gave more reason to put such a harsh punishment on Crystal and Theo.
I almost made a horrible mistake there. Campers.
Richard Hagen was born to an unknown Mr. and Mrs. Hagen between 1245 and 1613 in capital city, Midster, Magical Realm. Between 1800 and 1811, Richard Hagen became the principal.
Redacted.
In summer 2036, after petitioning many schools but being declined by all of them, the Tooth Fairy...
Oh, I almost made a horrible mistake there! Uh-oh! Tooth Fairy and Redacted.
endeavored to enroll Crystal Rose into the...
Redacted?
Mr. Hagen accepted Crystal. He said that he was letting her in because he felt that every student should get an education. But, in actuality, he was doing it for good PR. Over the next 3 years, Mr. Hagen orchestrated to get rid of her. He did this with the help of his girlfriend and principal of the Hecate Academy of Black Magic.
Spoiler? Oh well, spoiler, I guess.
Between 1800 and 1811, he became the principal of the Merlin Academy of Fine Magic. His employer is Mr. Saber, whose employer is the High Council. While she does not work alongside Mr. Hagen, his co-worker is Ms. Salem.
I just said the name, and no, hopefully none of you heard that and noticed that. It was all, you never heard a thing. Not a big deal.
Ms. Salem is Mr. Hagen's girlfriend. While they don't work together, they're also technically co-workers. Mr. Hagen loves Ms. Salem quite a bit and may even have a picture of her on his desk.
They're of equal status in the same thing. It's like two principals that, you know, they're two different schools. They're not really co-workers, but they're under the same umbrella person, so like they're kind of, I don't know, it's weird. They're both subordinates of the same boss, I guess. That one no, that one no, that one no. Pixie Land! Sure, we can talk about the Pixies. Pixies. What Pixies? No, not those Pixies. Never mind, that's just the disambiguation page. Pet care teacher? Here we can eat. We can drop them. Nope. It's consequential to note.
The pet care teacher is a teacher at the Hecate Academy of Black Magic. She is also the version of the pet care teacher from Timeline 7. Her only known counterparts are Timeline 1 pet care teacher and Timeline -2/3 pet care teacher. It is consequential to note that this version of the pet care teacher might not appear in the series. Outside of the first 2 episodes, as this version of the pet care teacher might not appear in
episode. Oh, it's because this Timeline 7, yeah. Wow, yeah, that one particular episode, right?
The pet care teacher is an overweight, black wizard with black hair and brown eyes.
Well, spoilers. Actually, yeah, technically they're all spoilers, but whatever. Well, do what we can.
She is at least 30 years old. However, this is an unrealistic minimum. She is shorter than her husband, who is taller than Theo Ambrosius and Lawrence Black, who are about 5 feet 4. The pet care teacher is rather nice. The pet care teacher's most prominent personality trait is her love of animals. She is an expert on most animals. However, she has a particular inclination toward birds, likely because this interest is how she and her husband fell in love, as they both love birds. Another large part of her character is her love for her husband. They seem to get along well, despite infrequently appearing together in the series.
Oh wow, he's really old, okay. That doesn't make sense. The spoiler to it on...
Dylan Kelly created the pet care teacher to be the teacher of pet care class, which Kelly chose in late May 2016, before Memorial Day. Kelly created the character to be black.
I don't know. There's a lot more about this, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. We're just gonna skip all that. Just know that was not something I added later, I guess is the idea. More or less if I ever did that. Okay, so that's kind of spoilers. I can't do much because spoilers is for the first episode. Oh, that's not the right use of that. That's not the right use of that word. More diminutive. That's not the right use of that word, especially not these days. Oh no. Okay. No.
Initially, the character's role in the first episode was more diminutive. However, when Kelly gave
Redacted. Okay, I'll tell you that much. Not gonna tell you much more than that, I guess. She's married to a teacher, but which teacher you never know.
personality, her role became slightly more substantial. Her being married to another teacher emanates from two teachers Kelly had when he was in middle school, his art teacher and his Spanish teacher.
Yeah.
While Kelly always determined the pet care teacher's size as she was created to be a kinder teacher and fat is often associated with joy, this is also a reference to his half-aunt, who is also black and one of Kelly's female teachers at his first high school.
Oh. I don't know. That's the one I was talking about earlier, the one that's, like, his half-brother is married to my mom's half-brother, who's now dead. Yeah. Not the last one. I think that was the last one. Let's just find out. Yeah, what am I gonna find out? Try it. I'll take the recall damage on this one. Yeah, okay. Well, let's put this on this then. Two hours. This is gonna be the last. I don't know if this is gonna be the last round or not. Probably not, right? I feel like I had 2 more rounds. I don't think. Yes. It's 4 o'clock. No, 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. We're fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Oops. Also, Pokemon. Alcalazoe Skipper. Ooh, it could be. I feel real lucky. Real lucky. I feel a lucky kid. Punk. Real lucky. This will be the last one, but probably not. Once I get real close, I'll stop doing them. This one, I'll just focus on, on this like side thing. I'll focus exclusively on this. Okay.
Teacher was born to unknown parents in Midster, magical realm. At the latest, she was born in 2010, but like her age, this is an unrealistic year. When she was 7 years old, she was given her wand.
Blah, blah, blah. This is the two referring to her husband.
At some point, the two bought a house together in Capital City. At some point, the two married.
No. Shortly after another event. Well, no. Okay, never mind. Doesn't work. Okay. Oh. Okay.
In summer 2039, the pet care teacher obtained a new for her class. She soon discovered that he tended to escape his terrarium. She has ceased every escape attempt. In September 2036, 2037, 2038, or 2039, two of her students became Lawrence Black and Burgundy Vane, who have a Bombay cat.
Redacted. Or no, sorry. What? No. Well, redacted. Yeah. Well, yeah. But also occupation. Well, the first sentence I'm redacting here. So.
At some point, she retired from that job and became the pet care teacher at Hecate Academy.
Oh my actual god. Oh god. Give me a second. It's actually really concerning that it's doing that.
As the pet care teacher, her employer is Ms. Salem, whose employer is Mr. Salem, whose employers are the High Council. In both positions, her only known co-worker is her husband. As the pet care teacher, her other known co-workers are Nathan Thorne, Miss Spellman, Jerry, Miss McGuffin, Coach Roland, Mrs. Julian, the economics teacher, theatre teacher, head librarian, Hecate Academy nurse, and Hecate Academy secretary.
Yes. But all are people's coordinates. No, wait, that was the wrong one. Oh, wait, no, I didn't actually get rid of it yet. La-da-doo-da-dee-dee-la-da-dum. La-da-dee-la-da-doo, la-da-dum. La-da-dee-la-da-doo, la-da-dum-dum-dum-dum. The Eau Claire House, Capital City. That's a no, it's not a disambiguation. I thought that was a disambiguation for a second.
The Eau Claire House is the current home of Alistair Eau Claire and Mrs. Eau Claire. It is additionally the childhood home of June Ambrosius, starting when she joined them.
Redacted.
It is in downtown Capital City, Midster, Magical Realm. The house is relatively large with 2 floors.
Sorry.
The house has a large backyard.
Dining room.
The room is relatively dark with a large, brown dining table and several chairs around it. Initially, Alistair and Mrs. Eau Claire's abode was a retirement home, but Dylan Kelly later changed it to a house. Kelly predicated some of the elements of this house on the house of his late maternal grandmother.
So true, so true.
before 1812, it was built. Between September 1812 and May 1819, Alistair O'Clair, Mrs. O'Clair, and June O'Clair moved into the house. In summer 1819, June moved out of this house and in with her then boyfriend, Jim Ambrosius.
North America! Let's go to North America! North America! Let's go to North America! North America! Here we go now! Womp, 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 womp.
North America is one of 7 continents in the mortal realm. It is also Midster's mortal realm counterpart. North America is the central location of Edensville, Bronswick, and Bell.
Redacted, and a minor location in the series.
This version of North America is the one from Timeline 2. Its counterparts are Timeline 1 North America, Timeline 3 North America, and Timeline 5 North America.
Description?
North America has a total area of 9,540,000 square miles.
Geography?
Main page. Geography of North America. Due to its size and location, North America covers various climates.
Excuse me.
Several species live in North America, with the primary one being humans.
Magic?
While magic is not abundant in the mortal realm, North America does have some of the limited magic. The magic is both natural and unnatural, with practitioners in both fields.
Okay, timeline 1.
This version of North America is the one from Timeline 1. Its counterparts are Timeline 2 North America, Timeline 3 North America, and Timeline 5 North America.
Did that already? Yeah, no, that already. 2. Can't talk about that one. Never met. We can talk about Ms. Salem. Timeline 1. To some degree. More so than I can the other one. Ms. Salem, also known as Principal Salem. She's much more
is the principal of the Hecate Academy of Black Magic. She is additionally a secondary antagonist in Season 1 of...
Series.
This version of Ms. Salem is the version from Timeline 1. Her only known counterparts are Timeline minus 2/3 Ms. Salem and Timeline 7 Ms. Salem.
Okay.
Ms. Salem is a thin, grey-haired, Caucasian wizard. While her exact age is unknown, she is between 400 years old and 795 years old. Ms. Salem is about 6 feet 2 inches, as she is a few inches taller than Richard Harley, who is about 5 feet 8.
Okay.
Ms. Salem is very strict, but she can be nice. However, she detests virtually all of her students. An important facet of her personality is her love of her boyfriend, Richard Hargan, whom she has a picture of in her office. Mr. Saber firing her is one of her fears.
Hey.
After deciding that the story would take place at a high school-like place, Dylan Kelly needed someone who would penalize the main characters and watch over them. Ms. Salem was that person. At first, Kelly did not know if she would be the principal or vice principal, but soon Kelly decided that she would be the principal. Ms. Salem's last name emanates from the fact that her, Mr. Hagen, and Mr. Saber's last names spell out Salem Saberhagen, the name of the cat.
And you get that right. Whatever. No, I did the wrong one. Dang it. Oh no, I don't have a much shot anymore. From here.
Ms. Salem was born to an unknown Mr. and Mrs. Salem between 1245 and 1640 in capital city, Midster, Magical Realm. When she was an adult, she became the principal of the Hecate Academy of Fine Magic. Sometime between 1960 and 2039, she found a genie lamp, and one of her wishes was to make the genie, Nathan Thorne, teach her. Ever since letting Crystal Rose into the...
It doesn't really matter at the last, for this last couple rounds, it doesn't really matter. I don't know if it matters that much anymore. Really, yeah. Why waste time? Does that really matter? I don't know. Redacted.
Mr. Hagen has planned to get rid of her. He is doing this with the help of Ms. Salem.
Occupation.
At some point in her adult years, Ms. Salem became the principal of the Hecate Academy of Black Magic. Her employer is Mr. Saber, whose employer is the High Council. While they do not work together, her co-worker is Mr. Hagen. Her known employees are Jerry, Miss Spellman, Coach Roland, Nathan Thorne, and Miss McGuffin.
And Miss Julian. I don't know why I didn't have that around here. Mrs. Julian.
Richard Hagen is Ms. Salem's boyfriend. While they don't work together, they're also technically co-workers. Ms. Salem loves Mr. Hagen quite a bit and may even have a picture of him on his desk. She was also willing to help him get rid of Crystal, even though it meant she got transferred to Ms. Salem's school.
Spoilers. That's the plot of this episode. At the end of it.
Ms. Salem fears Mr. Saber as he has the power to fire her if she messes up. She may also look down on him as he is a mixed-race citizen.
Okay. This vein, I believe, is disambiguation will affect though. Siam. Might be the time where we just stop now. Maybe should we? I mean, let me check where we are. I will do these last 3 pages. Disambiguation, that's also disambiguation. So I'm just gonna stop now. I think we're close enough to where I can just focus on the video game now. But actually, first I think I have to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Let's continue. Okay. Let's finish this. Probably not in this round, but you know. Okay. That one. Right. Tackle. So close. It don't matter anymore. Who knows? I might not get it done this round. Yeah, after this I'm gonna do all the role plays for the next few weeks. Or probably, maybe, I don't know. Depends entirely on how long the, how much I can do before I have to do the anime section, I guess. Yeah, 'cause that'll determine. Oh no. Yeah, that'll determine how much I can get done tonight. Because how much I have to get done tomorrow. God. I don't know how much I'm gonna have tomorrow. Like, I'll have a little bit more time now that I have to deal with this. It's gonna be a rough couple of weeks. Yeah. Still have to get through this stream first, though. I was so cocky last night, I thought I'd have to do it today. So. Fight. One slap. Yes. Vaccine 25. Okay, now it's just tackle, so this should go super fast. Yes, 15 yet, or 25. Let's see. Yeah. Hope we can get this done in the next 42 minutes. 40, sorry, 39, 30, 34 minutes, good lord. Fights. Just tackle. Yes, 25. Kind to me. Yeah, well, let's see. So a bunch of writing to do for. That's right. The first thing I have to do for Radiopedia is I have to write a bunch of scripts and record them. Fight. Tackle. No! Victory. Keep giving me level 2s though. Yeah, it needs to keep giving me level 3s, that's what I need. That was how I was gonna potentially get through this. I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, level 3, that's not bad. We're gonna be very close. I don't think we're gonna get in this round, but we'll be very close. Next one's not gonna take very long at all. Fight, tackle. Yeah, level 3. Almost done. We're almost done. Almost done. We're almost done. 10 minutes. Let me know it takes 55 minutes. Oh. Oh. Incredibly unlikely. Find out what day holiday day it is. National Day today is National Cupcake Day. Ooh. Cupcakes are delicious. Ugly Sweater Day, Bill of Rights Day, Cat Herders Day. Well, it is not dedicated to cats. Aww. What is Cat Herders Day? Cat Herders Day. Although not dedicated to cats, this is not those who manage others and themselves no matter the chaos that's thrown in the day. Oh, interesting. About leaders or whatever that deal with chaotic situations or something. I don't know. International Tea Day. Oh. National Lemon Cake Day. National Regifting Day. How would that be before Christmas? I think that'd be after Christmas. National Wear Your Pearls Day. Happy birthdays. Water gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 more of those little lines left. Yeah, level 3, woo! Seven lines left. It's about 2 per line, so it's about what, 14 more rounds maybe? I might actually get this? Maybe? $15? Or no, 13? Oh? Oh, okay, no. getting enough EXP. We need more. Six more lines. Five more lines. 5 more lines to go. 5 more pixelated lines. Yes. 4. So close. Three. I'm gonna get it. We're so close, and yet I don't think I'm gonna get it. 7. The 6 I have left. Ow. Five. Yay, 2. I'll get to 1, aren't we? Those 5 are probably gonna get me all the way to 1, and that's gonna be so anger-inducing. Because it'll be so close. Those days last 4, I mean. We're so close. I can make this easy, huh? one of this one. Yep, the exact thing I said was gonna happen. Just about 4 rounds? Okay, that's good to know. This will not be here very long. No, we're about to be done here. Alright. Yes. Should only take me about another minute or so. No, maybe a couple more minutes. Yeah, alright. Alright, let's see. I'll save, I guess, but also. Pokemon. Skipper. Sorry. 45. I could literally, yeah, there'd be 2-3 rounds. I think minimum, it's. The very minimum, it is 3 rounds. Yeah. At the maximum, it's. Or, sorry, the bare maximum. The maximum is 3 rounds, right? Because. Well, no, let's see. 25. 2. It's probably gonna be either 2 or 3 rounds. Here, let's finish this. Oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. One. That doesn't matter anymore. Right, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't have to do much on it anymore. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters anymore. I just tackle. That's it. This is the last one. Here we go. There's no way to lose now. Here we go. What's the zigzag goon? Or Catholic. That's it. Thank you, Zigzagoon. You've helped me greatly. Level 36. It is in less than 55 hours. What? Skipper is evolving? It's been a long journey. We're finally done until Monday. Or not this Monday, next Monday. Yeah, not tomorrow. But next Monday. Yay! You look kinda ugly, yay! I'm gonna go to the grass where I need to go. Turn on battle animations again, and battle animations again. Wait, did that actually? No, that doesn't change anything. Alright. Should just say close, but whatever. Save state. Bye! Yeah, the next stream is gonna be, yeah, the Monday the 23rd.